You're tired of renting, you want to buy your first home, but where do you even start? From taking out loans to even just figuring out what type of loan to take out, there's just so much information that can overwhelm you. But don't worry, in this video, I'm going to break down everything step by step for the best possible outcome when you buy your first home. What's up guys, Andrew Briscoe here, and I have just been itching to make this video.
Oh my God!
I think working with first-time homebuyers is one of my all-time favorite things to do as a realtor. Now, I'm gonna be taking you step by step from things you should do before you start looking for houses, all the way from contract to close and what to expect in the final weeks before you're officially a homeowner. Now, this is gonna be a two-part video because I wanna cover everything in as much detail as possible. So in today's video, part one, I'm gonna tell you everything from the very first thing you should do all the way up until the day your offer gets accepted on your first home. Before I get started, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like these, and maybe even share this with a friend that's looking to buy their first home soon. And real quick, I do want to preface this by saying that every single home purchase is going to be different with different obstacles. So don't expect buying your first home to be 100% matched to every step I cover in this video. These are just the major steps buying your first home and what order you should take them in to have the smoothest experience possible. First things first, and I'll say it till the day I die, find a good agent that you trust. Every step after this is gonna depend heavily on what agent you choose. Want to find a good lender? Well, a good realtor is going to actually have experience working with different lenders and be able to give you a real life perspective on who to work with and who not to work with. And this goes for inspectors, insurance agents, and really every other vendor that might be involved in helping you buy your first home. The second step is sitting down with your lender and going over your budget and loan options. Now, there's so much detail in this step. I'm not going to go through it all, but you need to look at what loan options are the best fit for your financial situation and also find out what budget you're comfortable with before you do anything else. The worst thing in the world is sitting down with a first-time home buyer and then being crushed because an online loan calculator said they could buy a $250,000 house and they actually can only afford or be comfortable with a $200,000 house. And really, truly, if you're looking at more expensive houses, even just a little bit, every house you look at in your final budget is just gonna be disappointing. Step three is doing a needs analysis with your realtor. Now, a good realtor is gonna have you get pre-approved before anything else. They should sit down with you and talk about what you need in a house, what you want in a house, and which things you can and can't fit into your budget. You might want a 2-bedroom house in a certain location, but after sitting down and going over your future needs and plans, you may decide that a 3-bed house in a different location might be a better fit for your budget. Now, part of the needs analysis is also what information you need as a first-time home buyer. Every time I work with a first-time home buyer, I go through all of the following steps with them before we even start looking at houses. That way they know what to expect and what's going to be happening next in the process. Step number 4 is start looking at homes. Finally, you can go walk through your house and measure for your furniture and envision yourself in the space. Honestly, this is where the process really starts getting pretty exciting. An important thing to keep in mind though is to remember your needs you want over in step 3 with your agent and not get caught up in the excitement of looking at homes. If you absolutely know a 1-bathroom house isn't gonna work for you, don't waste your time and mental energy on going and looking at it because it has a really cool deck on the back. Now, when you first start looking, it is good to look at a few different houses that still fit your main needs or must-haves, but maybe in different ways. You might realize in person that you like or dislike different things than you thought, or even maybe realize you like a different location better than you thought. Just be open, but stay focused on what's important. Step 5 is writing an offer. Now, your agent should have prepared you for how to write a compelling offer when you find the right house, depending on the current market and what homes in your area are selling for. An example of this would be, well, right now in 2021, you don't really get to negotiate with sellers on price. Homes are selling for over their list price with lots of competition, whereas maybe a few years ago, you wouldn't want to come right out of the gates with your highest and best offer. Step 6 is negotiating and getting under contract. Once you submit your offer, the seller can do one of 3 things: accept your offer, counter your offer, or decline it. Now, if your agent prepped you right and writing a solid offer, you should be looking at a counter offer or an accepted offer. In the case you do get a counter offer, I always tell people to ask themselves this question. If you woke up tomorrow and missed out on this house, would you be okay with that over X amount of dollars? So if you're in a situation where a seller asked you to come up $5,000 on a home that you love, just ask that question. And this only applies if that number is still in your budget. Don't start pushing outside of where you're comfortable, but also don't miss out on your dream home over a few $1,000s. So anyway, guys, this was part 1 of this 2-part series. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because in the next video, I'm gonna be telling you every step from the day you go under contract on your first home until closing day. As always, guys, hope this was helpful. And if you have any other questions, reach out and I would love to help you.